dreams while you're asleep. And oh, just wait and see. I know a place, just follow me. You can see all the colors from the leaves when they're off the tree.
Oh, sanctuary, your love is the only shelter I need. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Hey everybody, welcome to 615 Live. I messed up. Welcome to Center Stage Live at the 615 Hideaway, guys. I'm so sorry. I am your host, Missy Wolf, and we're here with Lockwood Barr. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Well, I'm going to do better now, I promise.
You got your little...
Right?
You know.
I'm like, I don't know why that happened all of a sudden.
Get it out of the way at the beginning.
It's all good.
And now you're on a roll.
It's all good. So, oh my gosh, last time I talked to you, we were at CMA Fest.
Yeah, so much has happened.
So much has happened. You've been a busy little bee. Tell us what you've had going on.
I've spent a lot of this year on the road. So I've been doing a lot of different festivals. I actually just flew back from Florida this morning. I was down in Fort Lauderdale for the South Florida Folk Festival. And I've been everywhere from Whitefish, Montana down to Key West, and it's been a blast. It's been literally 50% of my time on the road. So I'll get home, do some laundry, catch up with friends, and then I'm out on the road again. So
I love it. And your Instagram has been filled with amazing pictures of your journey.
Oh God, yeah. Yesterday I found a banyan tree that I just want to live inside.
Yes.
I literally post it. Like, I feel like I try to be articulate in sharing my story of how I travel, but yesterday was just like this, like, inner child, like, hey, here's a banyan tree, I'm gonna live here, and like that was the whole like I didn't even, you know, there was just.
I know. I was like, I need to see this banyan tree and how great and wonderful it must be, because in Instagram world, you get like a tiny little square picture.
Right,
It doesn't capture the full,
no,
just amazingness of this banyan tree. So
well, and honestly, I cannot recommend enough to go to the Birch State Park in Fort Lauderdale, and just, I mean, you can't hug it. You can hug a chunk of it, but go take it in, take a breath.
Right. So what else have you been doing besides being on the road? Have you been writing and collaborating with different artists and songwriters?
Writing a ton. That's like, I mean, that's what keeps me coming home. I love to be home and sort of re-energize myself by, you know, diving back into the songwriting community here in town. And so the fall has just been filled with, I feel like I've met a lot of new writers this year, and that's part of the joy of being on the road. It just expands your community to infinity. And so I have all of these amazing new friends in my life. And so the collaboration, of course, has been there. And I'm actually getting ready to release a new single in a couple weeks.
I love that. I know, and you're going to be releasing it close to Valentine's Day or
on Valentine's Day. Yeah.
See, that's a lovely day for that. I love it.
Yeah. It's called I'm Not Crazy. Okay. So the irony is that, like, I feel like I'm in this super happy place in life, and this song is just an angry heartbreak song. But I feel like there's a, you know, I've done those Valentine's days.
You know what, though? I think pretty much everybody has, or we all at least know somebody who has.
If you haven't, or even if it's not on Valentine's Day, if you haven't hit a point of just wanting to yell, I'm not crazy, are you doing life?
Right? We were just talking before the show. You have to embrace your crazy and just live life to the fullest, because it's way more fun that way.
I think it's healthier.
Definitely. Glass of wine doesn't hurt either.
No,
just saying.
I'm a bourbon neat girl person. You know, Little Woodford Reserve. Yeah.
All right. So I have another question for you about your social media.
Yeah.
There was a picture at Christmas time of you with this like ginormous gift for Papa Barr.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I could not find in the comments where you revealed what the gift was.
Oh, I did it on an Insta story, and then it went away. I'm sorry. I should have done a more permanent post.
I was like, what is it?
What? Yeah, because I did this whole, because then in the Insta story, like, I had the permanent post, and then I did this like countdown of us wrapping it or whatever, because I had to make sure that he couldn't see it.
Right.
We got him a fire pit.
Oh, how fun.
So we've got this. My parents have been sort of redoing and updating the outside of their house, and there's a spot where my dad used to have a rose garden, and the roses just have sort of died off, and there's another section where they're flourishing, so we're leaving that, but there's this circle built into the cement in the backyard, in the patio, that's the perfect shape for a fire pit. And he kept talking about it, but my dad is too sweet when it comes to like buying himself toys. Like he'll talk about these dreams, and then just like, even if it's something like a fire pit that he could go to the hardware store and get. So we went and picked one out, and we just spent the days after Christmas sipping bourbon and wine and eating, kicking our feet up. It was perfect.
Oh my gosh, I love that. So he was pretty excited about that. Did you just put it up like right away then?
Oh yeah, like literally, like we finished. We waited for it to be the last present because we knew what would happen. We knew we would open it, and then he'd be like, "Great, let's put it together." So we made
just
him
like
wait
little
until
kids. They open their favorite toy. They don't care about the rest. They just want that one. Yeah.
Sure enough. So we waited till the end. We finished, you know, and we do breakfast like pre-presents. Yeah. So we already were full of pancakes and we're set to go. So the minute we got to that, it was set up, threw some logs in. It's great.
All right, that's awesome. I love that. And I love that you got your fans involved, and then they were guessing, and you were like, no,
it was so funny. People were like, yeah, like electronics equipment, like a new snowboard. I mean, there were so many interesting...
Somebody guessed a hammock, a coffee table.
Yes. Well, and the funny thing, I almost wanted to be about the hammock. I was like, we already have them, but I love that that's how well you know our family.
Right.
You like, I was like, actually, that's pretty spot on for our personalities.
Right. So. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you have a banjo on your lap today.
I do.
And I want to talk about this banjo because you guys, I know nothing about banjos. I just know that they sound really cool, and I've loved them since I was a little kid. I don't know how to play anything like that. So can you explain the difference for people and what it's like playing a guitar versus a banjo and why you're so good at both?
I don't oversell before.
No, you are.
Yeah, I mean, for me, playing banjo feels ingrained for me because I grew up, my dad plays the banjo, and I actually have his banjo with me here in Nashville. It's this beautiful 1972 Gibson Mastertone, and it's, so I grew up around it, and it felt, I just was like the total daddy's girl that wanted to be like dad, but I also grew up on piano, and so I think that helped as well. Like, I find playing banjo almost more similar to playing piano than it is to guitar, just because of the way the fingers move. But I don't know, it's just really, it's fun. It's very soothing because of the rolls and the picking patterns and everything. Yeah. And so I find it to be a great de-stressor. Like my very first year in CMA Fest, I got really, really stressed out, and there were a bunch of labels coming over and talking to me, and I found myself starting to get literally a little nauseous. Like I was just overwhelmed with like the magnitude of the event. And I would go over into a corner and I'd just start playing banjo to chill myself out.
Oh my gosh, banjo therapy. That's so cute. I love that. There's therapy for pretty much everything. Mine's coffee most days.
I feel that too.
Coffee, my dog in my lap. No, but that event, CMA Fest, can be extremely overwhelming, and there really are quite a few business people there, and just, I mean, for anybody who's there as an artist, as a journalist, whatever, I mean, there's so much going on. It's really hard to not get overwhelmed or excited.
Right, and it's I mean, on one hand, it's like the most exciting week of the year, and it's like a high school reunion of sorts where everyone's back in town, no matter if they've been on the road or whatever, everyone's here. But that first year, it was just so much to take in, but luckily I'd brought my comfort blanket.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And the one that you're holding, which company is this?
So, oh gosh, I'm so excited. So this is Deering. So I brought the Gibson today, but spotted this one on the wall. I love Deering. Also, they've been coming out with some banjos. So one of the things about banjo is it is a heavy instrument. Like I do sit up at night sometimes and wonder why I didn't like choose mandolin, but because my Gibson's 12 pounds, and when you're on the road with that, back problems and everything. And Deering has come out with a couple models. I just picked this one up 5 minutes ago, so I need to take a deeper look at it. But they have models with wooden tone rings, so it is a lighter weight, but doesn't lose the sound and the rich timbre of it. And in fact, one of my Christmas presents this past year from my dad is to do a father-daughter trip down to the Deering factory in California. And so we haven't had a chance to plan the dates yet, but he wrapped it up. It was one of those things where he did like a fake plane ticket and everything, and was like, we're gonna go find one, and we're gonna try out all the different tone rings they have and everything. And
how cute.
So
Oh, he spent
We're
so
nerds.
much time putting that together, though. That's so sweet. Good job, Dad. I love
Right?
that.
Yeah.
Papa Barr, I mean. Good job.
Right.
Good
Yes,
job.
the Papa Bar. The Papa Bar. So.
I love it. So you're gonna play this one today for us.
I am, yes. There's a couple songs at the end of my set that the fabulous Mr. Russell Sutton, who's another amazing songwriter in town, is going to play guitar so I can play banjo on a few. And yeah.
All right. All right. Well, while she gets ready to perform some songs for you guys at home, if you would like to ask a question or just put a comment out there for us so that she can answer your questions or reply to your comments, please do so now. And then when we come back and we talk to her some more, we will get to those questions. But for now, can you tell everybody what you're going to be playing?
Yes, so I have a few new ones, one of which I will have. We've been talking about social media a lot. There's one song that I'm going to save sort of towards the end of the set that I've got kind of a big announcement coming up social media-wise in the next couple weeks, so stay tuned. I'm also going to play an old favorite, Silent Hearted, that sort of has a cult following. It became sort of a fan favorite on the road. It's from my Signs Along the Road album. I'm going to play The Right Time and High Wears Off, which are both singles that I put out on Spotify this past fall that you can go stream. So,
Absolutely. I love High Wears Off. That was the
Thank
one we
you.
talked about last year
Yes,
at
over the
Mayfest.
summer, yes.
You told us the story about how you guys were like eating Mexican food or something. You had just gotten back from a trip. Or...
It was at Chewy's in Midtown in Nashville, which is kind of a songwriter hangout. And we were about to go write a song. We had a co-write schedule, but we were like, well, why don't we just, it's happy hour, let's go get some chips and, a few drinks or whatever. And we were sitting around and we were all supposedly fully functioning adults, but we'd gotten to the point where my friend Carlene turned to me and goes, what would happen if the world ran out of chips and salsa? And it was like this you could tell that her soul was deeply pondering this issue. And I just remember brushing it off, being like, oh, we'll deal with that when this high wears off. And then our friend Kristen was sitting there too, and we just looked at each other and we went,
There you go.
Yeah, so not about a man, although sometimes that's more dramatic and interesting. But this performance brought to you by Deering and Chewy's.
There you go. Good chips and salsa followed
beat
by
it.
great music.
Yeah, Tex-Mex songwriting.
There
it all
you
goes
go.
together.
All right, well, let's get started. I know the fans at home want to hear you play.
Yes.
So
I'm
get
going to
it.
start out with some guitar songs, but I feel silly. I just wanted to hold it for a
No,
little bit
it's
longer
okay.
during the
Oh my God,
interview.
you're so cute. So do you need me to take that for you?
Yes, that would be
Okay.
great. And I'll switch out instruments, and then we'll pull Russell up and
All right.
play some banjo.
All right,
So
let's
thank you,
go,
Deering.
guys. Oh, that is heavy. Oh, your poor back.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Okay. Okay, am I doing that right or no? No. Like that?
where we go.
There we go. Missy does not know how to do that, guys.
I think just treat it with love, and it will respond.
There you go.
All right, so this is called The Right Time. I guess you could say this is sort of a Valentine's Day song.
Okay.
And I wrote this with Harlan Pease, who I've written a lot with, and we have a bunch of other cuts on Signs Along the Road. So he was my co-writer on Yesterday, Don't Give a Damn, and Starve You Out of My Heart. And so it's fun to just keep releasing tunes. It's the right time for the wrong kind of guy. Throw my cards on the table and just let it ride. It's the right night for the wrong side of town. Living undercover till the sun goes down. So don't treat me like a lady, treat me like a woman. Don't hide behind your manners, just take me in your hands. I don't need a reason, or pick up a line. Just ask me to dance, baby, it's the right time. Well, we don't need to talk about I'm not looking for a future or a diamond ring. Don't ask me where I've been, where the sun is going. I've got too much on my mind. I'm better off not knowing. So don't treat me like a lady, treat me like a woman. Don't hide behind your manners, just take me in your hands. I don't need a promise, don't say you'll be mine. Just offer me a ride, baby, it's the right time. Right now, love can be the sweetest thing, oh babe, but that's not what I need tonight. 'Cause baby, it's the right time to walk down that hall, forget what we've been thinking, and don't think at all. When the sun is up, oh, we'll both see the light. We both know that this is something that is just for tonight. So don't treat me like a lady, treat me like a woman. Don't hide behind your manners, just take me in your hands. Let them show me how to feel, 'cause they won't tell me no lies. Don't wanna lay me down, baby, it's the right time. Wanna lay me down, baby, it's the right time. Oh, baby, it's the right time.
I have to clap for everybody. I love that. Oh my gosh. I pictured you actually singing that around your daddy's new campfire.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And it's definitely, and that is our family. Like, that's not a stereotype for Instagram. Like, that's why I write songs, because it was either around the guitar or the banjo, or we have two pianos. We've got my grandmother's old baby grand and a Steinway upright. And it was one of the two. There was just always a gathering place. So 100% the fire pit is just the outdoor version for us.
Absolutely. You have to do like a fun fan video. Look at, I'm telling you what to do.
I need to. Well, I'm gonna be back in California briefly at the end of February to celebrate my sister's birthday. So now you just planted a seed. I'm gonna have to do a fire pit video.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Send it out to everybody who
There
guessed.
you go. There you go.
Christmas present.
Misty's going to get credit for that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally just kidding with that. I'm so glad that I could share that with you and share my feelings. You're so easy to talk to, number one. And I don't feel like it's difficult talking to you at all. You've always been very open, very easy to talk to, and you've always been really open with your fans, which is what I want to showcase to everybody at home. And that's why if you have questions, you got to get them in now, because we will get to them. I promise she will answer them for you. All right.
I'm an open book. I'm an open book for sure. Well, I think that's the healthy way to go. I mean, I think there comes a time in life where if you hold it all in, it starts to eat at you. And so for me, I feel really lucky to have songwriting as an outlet. And, anyways, we'll keep talking about it. But here's good. As easy as I am to talk to, I know I need to sing as well. So this is Signs Along the Road. Or as fans have nicknamed it, the car crash song, or the antelope song. Well, sometimes I get lonely when I'm driving in my car. I try to feel God's presence, but He still seems so far. Well, sometimes He can get you where you think you wanna go. Sometimes he sends deer to throw your car out on the road. Well, I want to know him inside out, but I'm trying to find the voice that I still hear and tend to doubt. Every time I call his name, I feel so foolish and low. So maybe I should listen to his signs along the road. Waiting for a tow truck with that deer right by my side makes me start to think about the choices in my life. I stay with men who treat me like a dish rag on the floor. And what about the dreams I had that never turned to more? Well, I want to know him inside out, but I'm trying to find the voice that I still hear and tend to doubt. When I pray to God, I only talk of where I want to go. So maybe I'll start reading all his signs along the road. Well, I'm trying not to be bitter and weak, but it's dark outside and it is so hard to read. 'Cause I want to know him inside out, but I'm trying to find the voice that I still hear and tend to doubt. Every time I call his name, I feel so foolish and alone. So maybe I'll start listening to his signs along the road. Yes, I want to know him inside out, but I'm trying to find the voice that I still hear and tend to doubt. When I pray to God, I only talk of where I want to go. So maybe I'll start reading all his signs along the road. It's a pray that he'll keep sending all his signs along the road.
Okay, so real quick, I have to ask,
Yeah.
have you ever hit a deer on the road?
Yes. Okay. So that's a great question. So this
Okay.
is so my like old school CMA fans know this story really well because they helped put the song on the album. But that song is based on a true story of road tripping with my mom and my sister. We were seeing a bunch of national parks. We were on Route 6 in the middle of Nevada, 250 miles away from the nearest city. We'd been told not to drive at night, but we were like, excuse me, we're campers. Like, we have a minivan, we're fine. And sure enough, it's 10 p.m. and antelopes apparently race alongside cars because it's an instinct when they're in a herd. And this antelope charged in front of our car, and and so we were stranded. Our car was on fire. Like, there was smoke billowing out. One car would pass every 20 minutes. This amazing couple that saved our life, that we're still in touch with, saved our life, stayed with us. We pulled out instruments and started singing old bluegrass hymns. I had my banjo with me, duh. And so, you know, my poor sister's like trying to get on the phone with 911, and I'm like, oh my God, I have a song idea. But it was this really like spiritually awakening kind of thing where like the worst night of our lives turned into the best night of our lives, and it sort of opened the door to all of these other adventures that we never could have had, like staying overnight in this small town of Ely, Nevada. And anyway, so it's a real story, and it really has driven so much of my music the past couple years. So
See, and I should have asked you that long ago, but I didn't, and I'm so glad I did now.
No, I'm glad you asked, because I feel like I talked about it a lot when I first wrote it and was picking songs for the album and asking for feedback. But, you know, I need to talk about it more because it is such a big part of who I am. And so.
Well, and it goes to show you that you can take a very traumatic experience and turn it into something that benefits your life.
Yeah.
So that's really, really, really great. I love that. I know your next song, you're going to need your partner up here, right?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
so everybody, while he's getting ready to take his seat, I'm going to remind you, please, please, please get those questions and comments ready for Lockwood, because she is ready to answer them for you. And she is ready to go in just a second. Let me get her banjo. All right. Oh.
Well, so I have to say,
weak.
so this
These are heavy. How do you do this?
I work out at Move It. It's a gym, and no, I'm kidding. All right. Yeah, so this next song, so just to go back to Florida Folk Festival, one of the reasons I wanted to do Silent Hearted was, so my first professional gig, I was in high school, I think I was 16, and I got to open up for the esteemed folk singer Ann Hills. And grew up listening to her. And Anne, if you haven't heard of her, she's amazing. She was in a trio called Best of Friends with, and they traveled around. She played Carnegie Hall with Mary Chapin Carpenter.
Oh,
she
wow.
opened for Nitty Gritty Dirt Band a ton. And
Wow.
So she was is a true storyteller for her songwriting. And so when she listened to Signs Along the Road, we had written together for the first time a couple years ago, and I gave her my record and was like, if you have time and you want to, and so she did actually listen to all of it, and Silent Hearted was her favorite song.
Oh.
And so it was so full circle. She was also playing the South Florida Folk Festival, so it was, all of this time has passed, and now we're on the bill together. And so I wanted to play that today and give a shout out to Anne, who I adore, and who hope I get to see you soon at another festival.
And you posted pictures on Instagram of that, right? You did.
I did, yeah. Instagram and Facebook. So, yeah, she's a big influence. So the fact that this was a favorite of hers means the world to me. And it's, it's a fan favorite as well. I play it everywhere I go. So.
All right.
Yeah, and thank you, Mr. Russell Sutton, for being here. Let me make sure it's in tune. We tune because we care.
Yes.
Can't break it. If you don't tell them how you feel, then you can fake it. But that don't change the fact that life runs through my veins. So I'll stay broken-hearted, silent just the same.
Girl who's always wanted you just run.
just the same. I'll stay broken hearted, silent, just the same.
I can see why that is one of her favorites.
Oh, thank you.
It's very true, and everything that you've written, that you've performed, that I've heard from you is very authentic, and I love every second of it, and I want to hear more. So
Okay.
I'm not going to bother you. Go ahead, play more.
All right, let me change keys real quick. So this next song I wrote actually with Russell and another fabulous writer, Andrew Rollins, who just won an Emmy this past year, actually.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, hey, Andrew. And Andrew, Russell, and I will be playing the Bluebird together in March. That's another plug.
Nice, yes.
Yeah, I feel like I get to hang out with some pretty cool humans. So, yeah, so we wrote this. So this is the one where we can't tell you what the exciting news is yet.
Okay.
But there's some exciting news around this song.
Okay.
So stay tuned on my social
Stay
media.
tuned, everybody,
Yeah.
because you want to hear what she's got to say.
Alright. Oh wait, I'm gonna tune this up. Kidding. Remember
Almost
what key
ready.
I'm in.
Almost.
My life goal, so when I was watching Anne, as I finished tuning real quick,
Uh-huh.
when I was watching Anne set up for the folk festival, she had a tri-instrument stand, and so she had a banjo and then 2 guitars, so that whatever tuning she was in, she could just like rotate and pick it up, and I was like, goals!
It's a musician's life hack.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So this is called Over You. I've started sleeping on both sides of the bed, and every day I wake up a little less of a wreck. I've even started going to the diner where we met. Well, I moved on, but you're never really gone. How do I forget the love that we made? And how do I keep my heart to unbreak? Tell me, how do I get over you? You didn't know I saw you standing across the bar, talking to somebody new. It didn't look that hard. Baby, what's your secret? Tell me where to start and what to do. 'Cause I've let go of everything but you. But how do I forget the love that we made? And how do I keep my heart to unbreak? Tell me, how do I get over How do I forget the love that we made? And how do I get my heart to embrace? Tell me how do I get over you? Tell me how do I get over you?
I love it. I am so excited. Now, was that your last song, or do you have one more? I wasn't sure.
Oh, we totally have one more.
You
We'll
totally
keep
have
playing
one more.
until you kick us out. Are we?
Well, you know, I would never dream of kicking you out. So you do what you want to do.
So we'll be here for the next 90 minutes.
See, there you go.
And-
Bonus.
Oh yeah, I was just tuning this up so I can play with it after we're done. Just give me a minute.
Ooh, do I get to take that one from you? Are you going to play your guitar again? Or
I'm actually just gonna sit and sing on this one.
oh, nice. All right. Well, I will still
Take
grab
this one.
that for
I'll be
you.
playing with that for a while when we.
Okay.
get done.
This is
I need
this
to
is
throw in-
really cool. I gotta say, I gotta just carry one of these around to build up my upper arm strength because holy cow.
I didn't know there was gonna be. I wish I'd prepared more. I gave Russell those two to learn, but Can I come back and just do a bluegrass day? Because I've got some great Dillard's tune, and I can repost
Yes.
them on my social medias at Music by Lockwood. I've got, I do Doug's tune. I grew up on the Dillards. My mom actually played with them years ago, and some old Joe Clark and stuff like that. So I mean, you know, like
All
I
right.
said, until you kick us out. All right, so this is another one that I wrote with Russell and Andrew Rollins and another friend Lala Deaton, and it's called "Make Me Wanna Stay." It's a little sassy, so.
I'm just gonna pretend I'm cool.
Well, I can let my robe drop to the floor, dance around the living room, but you don't even notice anymore when I wear your favorite perfume. Well, my bags are packed, I ain't coming back. You're gonna have to come out left. You can make me out alive as I'm walking out the door. Don't care what you gotta do or what you gotta say, just make me wanna stay. Well, turn me back around and pull me in the way you used to do. The answer's sitting right there on your lips to bring me back to you. So make me out alive as I'm walking out the door. Don't care what you gotta do or what you gotta say, just make me wanna stay. Well, you can tell me that you love me, it'll stop me on a dime. Boy, I'm just one kiss away and I'm about to break, baby, make me wanna stay. Well, I don't wanna go, so don't let me go. Just tell me what I wanna hear. You can make me out alive as I'm walking out the door. Don't care what you gotta do or what you gotta say, just make me wanna stay. Tell me that you love me,
home, I gotta say these two are amazing, and we've had so much fun. And I also have to share that what goes on backstage here, thank God we have 5 cameras going. I just got to tell you, Missy is a mess today. And I need cue cards apparently because I am not good at reading cues when people are trying to sign stuff to me back there.
They're like waving and you're
they're
like,
waving at me, pointing, and I'm like, what did I do wrong? And oh my gosh, for a minute there, I thought this ship was just going down. No, so I forgot to talk about some amazing stuff. And
oh, right, and answer questions.
yes, and all this good stuff. So first of all, last time I saw you, you told me about your family's little boutique.
Yes.
And I had shopped there without knowing that it was your family that had owned it. And so as soon as you told me that, it was my lunch break. And I was like, I'm going back to that boutique. And I found this lovely little cardigan here. I love it. I love it. Or kimono, whatever you guys want to call them.
French's Shoes and Boots, y'all. So they are a 3rd generation Tennessee family business. And the 4th generation is being raised right now. They've got locations all around Tennessee, but at the moment they're the only family-owned boot store in downtown Nashville. So if you go to 2nd Avenue, it's in this gorgeous historic building right next to, it's between the George Jones Museum and the Wild Horse. And I can't recommend it enough. They're commission free. They're not going to bully you into buying something. Right. My cousin Brad actually designs some of the boots. I should have worn one of his pairs today. They work with Dan Post and they do all this stuff. And I've got on a pair of Corrals today. But yeah, so every year they come to CMA Fest and they set up a whole big thing in the convention center. So yes, I love it.
Well, as soon as I found out you were going to be on, I was like, I have to wear my Lockwood Barr outfit today. And I have my Durango boots on because the show is sponsored by Durango boots. So I want to get that out there as well.
Also
so,
another fabulous part. I have like 6 pairs of Durangos too. I have too many boots. And banjos and boots. I'm collecting them.
And you have the same pair that I have too.
I have these. I've actually bought these up in Whitefish, Montana when I was on tour. Because I just wanted a heftier thing to kick around in the snow.
Right.
They're the best.
I love it. And you know, moving to Nashville from California, one of the first things I had to do was buy cowboy boots, right? Because everybody said, so I tried I'm not going to tell you who I tried, but I tried another pair. My feet were mad at me. They were mad at me. So when I found the Durangos and oh my God, I had happy feet.
It's a very personal choice.
I had very happy feet in them, and I was so excited. So I'm official.
You're making me want to go into like my boot salesman spiel of like, you wanted to hug around the arch of the feet, like a firm handshake, and
you do. And I mean, seriously, there's so many details about people that are different. So every boot is going to fit you different, and I never knew that. I'm not a shoe person.
Well, and the greatest thing about boots is when you find the right pair, it's not like a pair of sneakers. Because a lot of people get scared off by the price, like, oh, $100 for the cheapest one. What? But these aren't like a pair of sneakers that you have to replace every 6 months. I mean, if you have a good pair of boots, that's the rest of your life. They last you
for, ever.
Get them resold.
Exactly. So I wanted to make sure that I mentioned your family's boutique because I absolutely love all of their stuff, and it's really hard to go in there and just buy one thing. I'm just saying. Oh, even the sound guy back here today, he's got his stuff on too.
So I see the Wrangler shirt back there.
He is, because we can't just go in and into any store and buy just one thing.
It was hard to work there because, like, I'd get my paycheck and be like, groceries.
Boots. Unfortunately, you got to eat. But man, that shirt or those boots look really great.
Yay.
All right. So do we have some fan questions, Brittany?
Hey, yeah, we actually have a couple of questions. One of the main ones is, where are you playing next? Like, where can people see you?
So I'm playing around Nashville a bunch in the next couple weeks. I'll be at the Local on Wednesday night for, we call it the Music Row Freak Show. It's this collection of songwriters, and we're there every single week. So if you're in town, come by the Local on a Wednesday, buy a drink and hang out. It's very authentic Nashville. And then I have a Bluebird show coming up on March 6th at 6 p.m. And so I will be posting details. It's always a crazy thing to get tickets, so I will make sure to post those reminders on when to click the link for the tickets to go live. I've got a couple other rounds scattered through there. I'm staying in town for the next couple weeks to finish up some writing and get that single released. So come visit Nashville. And then I'll be hitting the road again in the spring, and I've got a lot of new projects, so stay tuned.
Oh, I know. I really want those details for all of you guys, but
it's killing me not to be able to tell.
We can't do it. We can't do it.
If you had any bourbon here, if you'd given me a sip, I would have been like, you guys, here it is.
Hey, I actually think I might, but no, I'm just kidding. No, what's the next question, Brittany?
So you said you have a new single coming out Valentine's Day.
I do. It's called I'm Not Crazy, and I wrote it with my friend Brian Yeomans, and we recorded it in his studio, the Amber Sound. And it's, first of all, it's like a fun, angry, sort of like epic ballad type thing. But what we really had fun with was all of the layering. So Ryan and I played all of the instrumentation. Like, it's a full band production, but it's just Ryan and I. And so one of my favorite banjo players, speaking of banjo, is Ilya Tushinsky, and he's won CMA Musician of the Year. Like, he's from that group Bearing Straight, and then has gone on to do all of these amazing things in the industry. And he has all of these layering sort of things that he does with banjo in tracks. And so I channeled that. And so there's like 7 or 8 layers of banjo in there that I'm really pumped about, but it's kind of got a rock vibe.
Nice.
So anyways, I'm going to be doing a big pre-save campaign starting February 1st for Spotify. And so I'll be posting all the instructions on social media, and I've got a little video. So if you enter to pre-save, we have prizes. So, and that of course like helps get the word out, like pre-saving, tell Spotify that to put it on more playlists and everything, so it's this whole thing. So then I've got slap koozies, I've got Valentine's chocolates and some other things that some winners will get.
I love that. And you know what? That's something brand new that I'm hearing, is this pre-save. Can you tell fans what that really is about? Because I saw a thing with Hunter Hayes not too long ago that there was some sort of pre-save, and I was like, ooh, what is this? And it was like the link in the bio, and I'm clicking on it, and you get this extra footage and stuff. Yeah. And everybody's doing different stuff, but I had not heard about it until like a week or 2 ago. It's
a way to get hype up. It's like pre-sale on concert tickets. It's a lot of, by the time February 14th hits, I want fans to be ready to click and listen. Like, I want February 14th to truly be the release date. And pre-save allows you to go into your account, and you can do it for iTunes as well. Okay. Go into your account and click pre-save and have it basically queued up. Nice. It's like queuing a song up so that then the minute it's released, it's right there in your profile and you can listen to it. And so it's just a fun way for fans to also interact, because then we can do, because the way they do the links and stuff, then we can create these fun little incentives and prizes, and it creates this whole build up, and
Well, I'm definitely one for the chocolate, so I'll make sure that I go and pre-save myself.
And the slap koozies as well.
Absolutely.
Keeps your beer cold.
Right?
You can just whack
Or your wine cooler if you're a sissy and you can't really drink beer.
Or your bourbon.
I'm just saying. Do we have any more questions, Brittany? I'm sorry.
Yeah, one more. So you keep talking about all these Instagram posts. Can you, what is your Instagram handle? And where?
Yes. Oh, God. Thank you for that question. So my Instagram handle, and this is the handle, once you have this handle, you have the key to all of my social media.
There you go.
It is @music_by_Lockwood, and that's like a lock and a piece of wood. Because Lockwood Barr is a family name, and so there's like 8 of us that have it out in the universe right now, and we're all cousins. And so when I went to make an Instagram, @Lockwood Barr was taken. I was like, really? I knew who it was. Anyway, so @music_by_Lockwood, and that's the same. YouTube @music_by_Lockwood, Facebook /music_by_Lockwood, everything. And Instagram's probably my go-to. Like, I tend to announce stuff there first, and then it connects to my other sites. Right. But I'm the most active there on my messaging. Like, I've been answering a lot of tour questions recently through my DMs and Instagram. So, like, please keep sending those. That's been a blast.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, guys, you heard her. So make sure you go check her out on social media. Hit up her website, too, because I know there's extra stuff on her website as well, and all the links are there.
And lockwoodbar.com. So, and it's a bar with 2 R's.
I was going to say, make sure you put that second R in there, otherwise you're going to go somewhere else. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We love you. As always, tune in on Mondays for Live Music Mondays. Center Stage Live presents at the 615 Hideaway. You never know who's going to be here. Until next time, see you soon.